Hello students, let us start our chapter 4, that is simple equation, exercise 4.1. In exercise 4.1, as I give you a brief introduction of the chapter, that simple equation is totally related with the algebra. In algebra, we deal with x, with the constant and some mathematical operation. Similarly, in simple equation, we have to form an equation with the help of expression. I'll give you a brief idea, the definition of the simple equation. Now let us start exercise 4.1, which is related to some questions of simple equations. The question 1 is, state whether the equation is satisfied or not at the given value of x. What does this mean? State means you have to prove or state or satisfy whether the equation is satisfied. The equation is satisfied or not means when we have given any value of x, an equation is given to you. Now here, see the first example. Equation is x plus 3 equal to 0. Alright, at x is equal to 3. Now at x is equal to 3, this equation is satisfied or not means when we put the value of x in this equation, where if x is present in the left hand side, we have to put the value of x in the left hand side, and if x is present in the right hand side, so we have to put value of x in the right hand side. And after putting this value of x in the given equation, either in left hand side or in right hand side, both sides are equal. That is the main point. When equation is satisfied means the left hand side of the equation is equal to right hand side of the equation after putting the given value of x. So let us start to solve this question. Put the value of x in left hand side of the given equation. In left hand side, why in the left hand side? Because x is given in left hand side of this equation. Now left hand side, let us select left hand side, that is x plus 3. Put the value of x which is given. X is equal to 3. X is equal to 3. So we have to put 3 at the place of x, and other constant does not affected by this. The constant is as it which is in the equation, and the mathematical operation, that is plus sign, is also as it. Okay. Now x plus 3, we get 3 plus 3, and 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. Now our result after putting the value of x is equal to 3 is 6. But we need 0 because this is the right hand side. If we want that left hand side is equal to right hand side, the result must be 0. The result of left hand side must be 0. Only then this equation is satisfied. Now, when we put value of x is equal to 3 in the given equation, we get 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. But right hand side is equal to 0. It is given. So, at x is equal to 3, the equation x plus 3 equal to 0 is not satisfied when after putting the value of x in the equation, either in the left hand side or in the right hand side, wherever the x present. If left hand side is equal to right hand side, after putting the value of x, we get equation is satisfied. Otherwise, we have to write equation is not satisfied. So we must write left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Next, I have selected it first question, fifth part. These are all the parts of question number 1. So you have to do accordingly other parts. Now question number 5 of first question. Equation given is x minus 7 is equal to 1. Add x is equal to 8. So we have to put the value of x is equal to 8 in the given equation. and equation is x minus 7 is equal to 1. So after putting this value of x, we have to show that the equation is satisfied or not. How we can show satisfied or not? If the left hand side is equal to right hand side after putting the value of x, we say equation is satisfied. Otherwise, as in first question, equation is not satisfied. Now, put the value of x in the given equation, that is x minus 7 is equal to 1. Put the value of x, x is equal to 8. So, select left hand side because x is present in the left hand side. Left hand side is x minus 7. Put the value of x, 8 minus 7, we get answer is 1. So, but the right hand side is what? Right hand side is also 1. So, if you put the value of x in the left hand side, the result is similar which is in the right hand side. So, here we can say as left hand side is equal to right hand side, so at x is equal to 8, the equation x minus 7 is equal to 1 is satisfied. So, this is the method. Here we have proved that equation is not satisfied because left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Here we have proved that equation is satisfied because when we put the value of x, left hand side is equal to right hand side. Next, its 10th part. I have selected few parts for you, different using mathematical operations. Now, in 10th part of first question, equation is m divided by 3 is equal to 2. This is the equation in which we have variable, we have constants and we have equal sign. Prove that this equation is satisfied or not at m is equal to 6. Okay. Now, we have to, what is the process? We have to put the value of m in the left hand side of the given equation. If result is similar which is in the right hand side, we can say equation is satisfied. Otherwise, equation is not satisfied. So, the process is put the value of m is equal to 6 in given equation, that is left hand side. So, left hand side of the equation is m by 3, m divided by 3. The value of m we have to put is equal to 6. So, 6 divided by 3 gives us 2 and 2 is right hand side also. That's why 2, the value of left hand side after putting the value of m is equal to right hand side. So, in this case we also get that left hand side is equal to right hand side. That's why equation is satisfied. Okay, I thought you understand how we can do such kind of question. Question number 1 and question number 2 both are similar. You have to do all parts of the question number 1 and all parts of the question number 2. In the similar way, we can check the equation is satisfied or not. Okay. Come towards next question of 4.1, that is question number 3. Solve the equation by trial and error method. Now, what is the trial and error method? In trial and error method, as we have solved these equations to find out that the equation is satisfied or not, what we have to do? We have to put the given value of the x and prove that equation is satisfied if left hand side is equal to right hand side, and equation is not satisfied if left hand side is not equal to right hand side. But in trial and error method, we have to put the value of variable, any variable. Here the variable is x, here the variable is m, but in this case variable is p. So, any variable there in the given equation. So, what we have to do, the value of p is not given. So, we have to try again and again by putting the different value of p, so that we get the result is 17. that is equal to right hand side. That is, equation is satisfied. So we have to find out the value of P. By putting that value of P, the equation is satisfied. That is called trial and error methods. Okay. Now let us start by putting one by one. Let us start with the left hand side, because P is given, that is variable is given in the left hand side. At P is equal to 1. In trial and error method, we can select positive as well as negative integers. But here, because result is positive and 17 greater than these terms, so that's why we select only positive term. Start from P is equal to 1. If we put P is equal to 1 in left hand side, what is the result? 5 multiply 1 plus 2. We get 7, which is not equal to right hand side. At P is equal to 2. The left hand side is equal to 12 after putting the value of P. Okay. Now, but after putting these values, that is P is equal to 1, we didn't get the right hand side. Similarly, at P is equal to 2, the result is 12, not 17, which we required. Now, at P is equal to 3, the left hand side is equal to 5 multiply 3 plus 2. We get 15 plus 2, that is 17. So, 17 we required because that is our right hand side. So, by trial and error method, what we have to do? We have to put the different value of P and try again and again to get right hand side. So the left hand side is equal to right hand side and P is equal to 3. So thus to solve the equation, the solution of this equation at P is equal to 3. Alright, now you have to do other questions of question number 3, other parts in the similar way. The next question is question number 4. Write equation for the given statement. Means the statement is given to you. You have to use the statement and the answer is equation. You have to find out the equation related to that statement. Now, for example, the statement is the sum of numbers x and 4 is 9. Step by step read as we have done yesterday also such kind of one example. The sum means addition of numbers x and 4. When we add 4 and x, we get result is 9. So the equation is x plus 4 is equal to 9. So we have to convert the given statement into the equation. This is done in the question number 4. So similarly you have to do other parts of this equation. Next question is question number 5. Write statement for the given equation. Now here the equation is given. You have to write down the statement on the base of given equation. For example, if the equation is m minus 7 is equal to 3, how we can state this equation? Statement is 7 subtracted from m and the result is 3. So we can write 7 subtracted from m gives us 3, or we can say 7 subtracted from m is equal to 3. In any way we can select the statement that is according to us, but the statement must be correct, that must be similar to the given equation. Alright, so I thought you understand few questions related to exercise 4.1. You have to do other parts of all the questions of exercise 4.1. So tomorrow we must continue with other more questions related to this exercise, that is exercise 4.1.